Government shutdown keeps dragging on. It's becoming an even bigger problem with air travel. Air traffic controllers have been working without pay, and because of all the stress, they're calling out sick to work. And that's putting a big old strain on controllers all over the country. And that strain's trickling down to commercial flights, you might have noticed. In places like Nashville and Burbank, staffing was stretched so thin that air traffic had to be passed over to control centers in Memphis and San Diego. And flights in both airports were averaging more than 2 hours in delays, and more airports around the country are saying the same thing is happening to them.
Give them free lunch at work.
Yeah, that'll help.
I guess everybody
it works for us.
Loves a sandwich.
The U.S. Transportation Secretary says if the sick calls keep coming in, the FAA is going to have to reduce the number of takeoffs and landings to keep things safe. So we'll have, like juggling, like one ball in the air at a time.
Sounds safe and
Yeah,
fun.
totally. Well, there were 2 Game 3s in the ALDS yesterday. In the first game, the Mariners were able to hold off the Tigers with help from a homer from the Big Dumper. Woody loves that
I love
guy.
that nickname, the Big
Cal
Dumper.
Raleigh.
Nice. What?
Yeah.
He has a BBL or what?
No, that's just his nickname, the Big Dumper.
Well,
Honestly, I'm not sure how he got that nickname. Is it just they say like it's a home run, like he dumped one in the stands?
Like
Yeah.
you dump it way
I thought
out
you
there.
say-
Dumped it in the stand. I don't know.
he has a big ol' ass.
I heard like you go yard, right? Like
Right.
oh, he went yard.
Right.
Oh.
But I don't know, Big Dumper.
You're going to love this. He had his 61st home run of the year. And get this, the fan who caught the ball was wearing a shirt that said,
That's right.
Dump 61 here.
Yeah. Dump it here.
Sweet.
And then when he got that ball, then he took that shirt off, and underneath it says "Dump 62." So
And
this guy,
He was prepared.
Yeah,
He was.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Seattle won, so they're just one win away from advancing. In the second game, the Yankees stayed alive thanks to a homer from Aaron Judge. They rallied, took the lead, and won. Toronto still leads the series 2-1, and they'll have a chance to close it out again today.
I saw a video, almost got me choked up.
Oh.
Really?
I was on the verge of choked up. It's so dumb. I don't know what's going on. I'm just waiting to grow boobs.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well,
Seriously.
bigger, like actual boobs, not
Not
just from
boobs.
being fat, but like from a lack of
Right,
testosterone.
yeah. Like
Right.
actual female.
Yeah, like an actual woman.
Breastises.
The guys from ESPN went up to this guy and his young son, and they were at the Yankee game, and he was in the very last row of the right field upper deck, and they gave him tickets to go right behind home plate.
Oh.
And this guy, he was just having a moment with his son. It was really cool.
And that got you all
It just-
emotional?
Yeah, I don't know, it was just this dude and his son. You could tell it was such a big deal for him, and it's just like he's been waiting for an opportunity to do something like this with his son, where his son would be able to like at least remember it.
Yeah.
like to be old enough to remember it, or
And when someone really appreciates it, it's
then
so
you-
nice.
Then you
Yeah.
just painted your nails. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Brush your
Yeah,
hair.
you
it
got
was
that
cool.
little divider for your toes.
Totally.
The divider.
I was sitting there as they were yelling at me in Chinese. Putting my final coat on.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Toe divider.
Yeah. Getting your acrylic fill.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
But
And
I mean,
he's
at least I
blowing
remember.
on
At
his
least I
fingers.
remember to go in flip flops this time, so I wouldn't mess
Right?
him up on the way
Oh
out.
my God, I hate when that happens.
Picked
Well,
up some douche on the way
All
home.
the division people still douche. All the division series have a chance to end today with all 4 games being played in both leagues. If the Dodgers, Mariners, Blue Jays, and Brewers all win, they all move on to the league championship series. And Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has been fined.
This is so dumb.
This is okay. Let's get everyone's take on this. $250,000 for giving New York Jets fans the finger at MetLife Stadium on Sunday. It wasn't shown on TV, but of course a fan caught it on video. Of course they did. So Jerry's standing in his luxury box when he flips the bird and then quickly changes it to his index finger.
I was going to say, it was like the we're number one.
Well, he
thing.
says he claims it was an accident. He says it was he was celebrating a touchdown. He meant to give a thumbs up. He just kept messing up his fingers to Dallas fans and then point at them. But he flashed the wrong finger. He says there wasn't any antagonistic issue or anything like that. I just put up the wrong
I had
hand.
a 1 in 5 chance of getting it wrong.
And Cowboys won 37-22.
But still.
Yeah, who
At
cares?
250,000. I mean, not that it's going to hurt him, but
No fun league.
right.
A penny to him.
Well, Tropical Storm.
Keep the change from Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jerry, Tropical Storm Jerry forming in the Western Atlantic. And it's hard to be scared of a tropical storm named Jerry, but it's now the 10th storm they've named in the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. It's supposed to move west until the weekend and then make a sharp turn north. Some experts think it'll stay a tropical storm. Others think it could be a major hurricane this weekend. But overall,
It's not going to hit the East Coast or anything, right?
Old Jer Bear, he's going to curve before reaching the East Coast. So we'll probably be good there. And finally, I feel like Menace might want to know this. McDonald's, they're bringing back their famous boo buckets for Halloween.
Oh,
those
heck yeah.
cute little boo buckets. There's 5 different ones. I remember there's the pumpkin, the ghost, and Frankenstein.
Yeah, the purple one.
Oh, the purple I forgot about.
Yeah.
There's 5 different ones that replace the normal Happy Meal boxes. And because these buckets are for the kids, each one comes with a set of spooky stickers you can use to decorate your bucket.
I can't wait to. I don't even have to go anymore because Seabass always picks it up for me.
He
That's
loves
true. He gets you all the little
hauling
specials.
in all this stuff for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He's
think
got a
he's
crush
dating.
on you.
I think he's dating some girl with a kid or something.
Oh.
But like, how's he getting?
I
all
thought
this
he was
Happy
trying to
Meal
court
stuff?
you.
Yeah, or someone who works at McDonald's.
Yeah, right.
Does McDonald's still do the thing? I remember getting these as a kid, trick or treating. They would hand out those little coupons. Do you remember the
Yes.
McDonald's coupons?
Yes.
It would be good for like a ice cream cone.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah.
Well, they're probably doing that with Monopoly right now.
No, I'm saying back in the day.
Like for kids.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember
you used to
that.
be able to go to McDonald's and buy a bunch of these coupons that you can hand out to kids. It was actually a really good thing about it. A really smart
idea.
marketing move. What do kids love? McDonald's.
More than
Right.
anything in
Right.
the world.
I would
And-
always get those stocking stuffers.
And you can sell them for like it was like the original Groupon, right? For
Right.
pennies on the dollar.
The
Right.
Gold Sea coupon book.
Yeah.
You give them out to a bunch of kids. Kids then have to bring their parents there to get their stupid
redeem
ice
them.
cream that they got the certificate for from the trick or treating.
And you know they're getting more.
You're
And
not
then mom
just
and
giving
dad,
that.
yeah, right. And then
Yeah.
mom and dad buy a bunch of stuff. Actually, really smart.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Yeah. I,
Bring that
I
back with
imagine
the boo
they
bucket.
still do.
And bring back the styrofoam cases on everything. you
oh,
know?
for the burgers.
For the
burgers
McDLT?
and- yeah.
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
It's the hot side hot, the
cold
cold
side
side
cold.
cold.
Yeah. Styrofoam ruled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like the styrofoam cups if you go to like a gas station to get like a fountain drink.
Yeah.
because it does keep it cold.
With the
Yeah.
little crushed ice.
Yeah, like this crap I get over here.
Yeah.
Like this stuff, look,
already watery.
It's sweating like me in 70 degrees.
Yeah.
And when you're
It's just
70.
condensation all over the place.
Yeah.
And but you get what they call them, a polar pop.
Yeah.
You know, you get like these polar pop cups.
Oh,
You know,
that's
from
what
like a
they're
Circle
called?
K. Like Circle K calls them polar.
Yeah.
Oh.
Polar. So anyway, like those. I mean, man, that ice will be in there tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's 80s style.
And when
Yeah.
you're done with it, you just throw it in the sewer, you know?
Yeah.
And if
Big
a
deal.
dolphin
Give it
chokes
to a
on it,
bird.
it's like dolphin, don't eat
Greg,
it.
Greg gets so upset when
You throw
we
it in
say
the
stuff
ocean.
like that. Like he was mad at Sammy the other day because she's such a quote water waster.
She is. The whole shower conversation bummed me out.
Yeah.
There's
Really?
no reason for you to take a half-hour shower.
Well, at least she's in the shower.
Oh.
I hate when people turn it on and then walk away and go do
Oh, I
something
do.
else.
I'll turn it on and go take a dump.
Oh,
I'll do that too.
Woody.
God, you
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
Well, but
Yeah, because I'm
you
like,
need-
oh, I'm gonna get in the shower. You know what? Let me poop before.
Yeah.
right.
Because I don't want to shower then poop. Freshly showered, then isn't that the worst?
It is.
Just
Then
get out of the
you
shower.
turn- You know what you can do? The shower has a handle. You can turn the water off and then poop.
But you do need it to warm
But I
up.
want it to
so
warm
it
up.
warms
Yeah,
up
for
while
half
you're-
an hour.
I want
Okay.
to warm. Menace takes big long showers,
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
not only that, Greg. Menace is probably the
Oh.
biggest water waster. I'll tell you why.
You're all guilty
I love
of it.
it.
But I'll tell you why he's probably the worst.
Why?
Because
I guarantee you I am.
not only does he take long showers, like super long showers, he
Multiple
takes
times a day.
multiple showers a day.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a repeat
Yeah.
offender.
I'm one a day.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys should be proud of all the water you waste.
Yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
swear, after the Coachella Music
Still here.
Festival one time, I was high. I was in that shower for 2 hours.
That's great. You should be really
It
proud.
was glorious.
That's cool.
Greg gets so
And
mad.
then I killed a pup seal.
Greg, I'm going to counteract all these idiots. I don't do that, and I also turn the water off when I'm brushing my teeth.
Well, who wouldn't?
Me.
You're
Yeah.
supposed to do that?
Me as well.
I don't turn it off.
Like, in what planet is that normal?
I don't even
to-
think about it. Honestly, like,
How?
I always turn it
know,
off.
I'm able to say that not because I go, you know what, I'm leaving it on. I don't even think I turn it on.
Well, now you
Why
will.
why do you even turn it on?
Because think about the wear and tear on the handles.
You wet it first. I wet
Yeah,
it, and
wait,
then
Greg,
I.
what about
yeah.
the wear and tear on the handles?
yeah,
handles?
What about that?
Yeah, have you priced
I don't
the
even know what that
faucet these
means.
days, Greg?
They're
They're $1 billion.
But why do you turn it on to brush your teeth?
Well, just
Because,
wet the toothbrush.
yeah, I wet the toothbrush. I put on
And then you
toothpaste,
turn
and
it
then
back
I
off.
wet it again, and
you
then I
can't
brush my
turn
teeth.
and you leave it running.
Because you
do.
got to get the water. You're going to put water in your mouth.
Because-
You got to let the water
Greg.
go through
Right.
the pipes
You're
for a
also
second.
going to be
This is
spitting
so-
while brushing your teeth,
Oh
and it needs to
no!
all
And then
rinse
you,
out at
if
the
only
same
you could
time.
turn it back on.
Hold on. Greg, what, do you believe that someday you're going to wake up and you're going to go brush your teeth and you're going to turn the faucet on and nothing will come out? Is that your fear?
I don't truly believe that. No, but I do believe.
So what's the fear?
That water is a finite and precious thing.
Resource.
Yes, and it shouldn't just be wasted. You can easily turn
But,
it
okay,
off.
but
while
have
you
you
brush
checked
your
out a
teeth.
globe?
But hold on.
That is mental illness.
But wait a minute. Where does it go?
What do you mean?
So when it goes down the drain, where does it go? Does it go out into space? Have we lost it? Or does it just need to be reclaimed?
It should be, but we all know it's not.
Okay, well, that seems to be more of the issue.
Of course it is, but it's
We're not
part of
losing
the
it.
issue.
Well,
It's
that's
part
like
of
when
the
people
issue.
say stop recycling, just stop using so much to begin with. Don't like trash, recycle.
No, there's a
just
way
stop
that
using
we
so
could take
much.
the gray water from the shower. Well, like all that water that goes down the drain. You're totally right.
I
Woody.
never knew the term gray water until I met Greg, by the way.
They
It's a real thing.
They
Yeah,
could
no, I know
figure
it is.
out how to harness that gray
They
water.
could.
for like irrigation.
But then you
We
have
have
the
all the
Sammys
water.
and the U's of the world who, I'm going to brush my teeth. I think I'll turn the water on.
I'm gonna go to
I
sleep.
cannot turn it off.
I
while
can't
brush
sleep
my
without
teeth.
the shower
That
on.
requires my hand going like this. Oh, I can't.
It's not that you can't or you don't know how to do it. You just
It's enraging.
You simply don't care.
It's
you don't. And
Should I get a box and pack up my stuff?
No, please.
The wear and tear, Greg. Wear and tear.
You are going to be so mad when you find out something else that I do regarding
I
water.
don't know if I even
Which
want
is
to
what?
know.
If I'm going to the bathroom and there's someone else out in the mist who might possibly be able to hear what I'm doing in the bathroom and I'm going to poop, I turn on the water so that you can't hear me.
yeah, I've
and I
heard of
just
people
let it
doing
run
that.
while I go to the
I
bathroom.
do
think
that
my
all the
husband
time.
does that.
I've heard of people doing
I've
that.
heard of that. I don't fully disagree with that.
Okay,
Oh,
because
okay,
Greg
all
is a
right.
shy
Because of my
pooper.
pooping.
Okay.
But
Extreme
you,
situation.
God forbid, can go 47 minutes without pooping.
Yeah,
that
that's
would
true.
help
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
you
okay.
controlled your body.
Not be a child.
But if you didn't have a boyfriend and you did have a dating profile, under hobbies it would be just maniacally wasting water is my hobby.
I put all of my energy and
I
passion
do
into
laundry
this.
80 times a day, even though I live alone and I'm 4 feet tall.
I just, when they talk about, what, I was at the air show over the weekend and I kept going, but what about the carbon footprint? As I'm watching these awesome planes,
Okay, but you know
and
how...
as I'm on my way to, vacation, I don't think
Right.
I wonder what this is doing to the environment being on this plane. I should have had an eco
No,
vacation.
I don't care about that
But
stuff.
there are people. I can't.
But to be fair, we're all products of how we grew up. And
Yeah.
where I grew up, we had this drought one year that was so bad, we were limited
How
to...
bad was it?
It was so bad that our class field trip was a walk on the reservoir that was covered in fish skeletons.
Oh my
It
God.
affected me
Yeah.
a lot.
Good.
And we had to use buckets of water to flush the toilet. We were limited to I think it
Wow.
was 50 gallons per person per day.
But wasn't that
It
self-imposed? Because you never
was-
got to the part where they turned the faucet on and nothing came out.
No,
correct?
the water still came out, yes.
Okay.
But that's not the
So you
point.
didn't have to use the bucket.
It's cool. You fell
To
for the
flush the
propaganda.
toilets.
I grew up in the same area, and the water balloon fights ruled.
Not in the same area. You and I grew up easily 35 miles apart. Mine was way worse. Way worse.
All right, we got to take a break. We got some more Woody Show next. Hang on.
You better make her as ugly as she was in real life. She looked like a foot. She was so unattractive. She looked like Joe Pesci.
What's that? Huh? What's that?
The Woody Show.
We'll be right back. Alt 98.7. LA's